Well, Sandra, I just can't figure out how to make the zoom on this thing work, so I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way.
I hope that works.
There we go. And today we're going to be talking about this wine we're offering on Casemates over the weekend. And this is our 2013 Cabernet Sauvignon off of Diamond Ridge Vineyards, which I think I made this before you came along. Is that not true?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, just a little before. Okay, so we got these really cool looking corkscrews from the folks that grow our grapes. You know, they have an alliance up there at Redwood Valley Cellars, and they're really nice, and they gave them away to us. And I cannot make this thing, make a cork come out of a bottle, but Sandra can. She just showed me, so I'm impressed. And anyway, this is a big cab from Diamond Ridge Vineyards. So most of the time, although that vineyard is about 2/3 Cabernet Sauvignon, the Napa wineries just snap that stuff up, and I really don't normally get a chance to make the Cabernet Sauvignon. I make the Merlot and the Petit Syrah and the Cabernet Franc, but Cabernet Sauvignon, I rarely get a chance to get my hands on it because Jake can just sell it as grapes, and he gets a good amount of money for it. So this is really kind of a treat. We only get one of these along every so often, and now you'll notice that cork is not very penetrated. That's because we just bottled this, so that means it's. I have it on here. So we're talking about 60 months in 20-year-old wood. So I'm bringing out the big glasses here. These are the glasses that we poured at my wedding, Ruthia and I, and it has a little Garrison Keillor poem on it. But more to the point, this stuff has so much richness that it really deserves a nice big 26-ounce glass. And you will note that it's, I wouldn't say it's the darkest wine I've ever seen, but it's got some pretty darn good color. Now, Cabernet Sauvignon normally makes pyrazines, which are kind of a bell pepper thing, and particularly in shade or in soils with a heavy clay, it's hard to keep the vine from shading itself, but that's not a problem up in Lake County on this volcanic soil, which is kind of stingy and holds back the canopy. And also there's lots of UV up there and nice clean air and very little diesel exhaust like you get from the tourists in Napa. So you end up, well, you tell me how would you describe the aromas here.
Black cherry.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said on the back label. Yeah. It's I think it's reasonably open now, you know, with that 5 years in barrel, but still has, I think, plenty of ways to go. It's kind of like a rose that hasn't quite bloomed all the way yet. But boy, I think you're right about those black cherries. And how would you describe the tannin here?
I haven't gotten there yet.
No, I haven't gotten there.
I'm enjoying the aroma.
Yeah, it's pretty rich. This is clone 15 with a little bit of clone 4, and both of those are noted for black cherry. The clone 15 has very dense tannins. Clone 4 is kind of a lollipop clone, so it doesn't have a lot of tannin, but the combination of the two is pretty rich and dense. I always have a problem with the hardness of the tannin in clone 15, and that's why we had to wait it out in those old barrels.
Well, the tannins aren't hard. It has that like kind of numbing in the middle, A little more.
A little bit of that is from a little bit of oak tannin. Yeah, I think I'd call this round because it's firm in the front, which indicates some more aging potential, and very round and velvety in the back. So I think the drinking window on this, you could drink it now, but I'd say it ought to go another 8 or 10 years in a decent cellar, maybe a little bit more. And then in the finish, again, you get this energy that we always see off of that volcanic soil that Jake's got up there at Diamond Ridge. So it has a very lively finish to it. So what would you do with this?
Drink it.
Yeah. Now there's an idea.
The cellar is not a cellar at all.
I mean, what kind of food at this point do you think it invites?
I would think something like a red meat kind of.
Yeah, it'd certainly be good with a steak.
Tri-tip or...
But you know, I mean, I was trained to do the micro-oxygenation thing in Madigan, and there it's all about duck breast. And
the duck breast.
I think this would be pretty nice, you know, a little, and it's
cute duck breast.
Yeah. Well, for some reason I'm thinking, you know, a little rub on there with a little pepper in it. But you know, I don't think this is a wine that at this point that just has to have a steak. It's pretty round, and you know, it would certainly be fine with veal and maybe even some dark meat chicken. But I'm thinking duck breast here. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I think that's nice.
That's a wrap.